You are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Hello, everybody. Need to see if we're live. Hopefully, we are live. Hopefully. Are we not live? I'm not live. Oh, we are live. We are live. Okay. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. Hello, hello. It's beautiful here. It's like 76 is the high today. It's gorgeous. It was actually chilly this morning. I had all the windows open. I loved it. Hello, Esther, Diane, Jamie, Sue, Gloria, Deborah, Rocky, Kimberly. Hello, everybody. Hi. I don't know what's with this coloring. I'm like, why do I look so yellow? Is it the blue? Does the blue make me look yellow? I don't know. I feel very yellow looking. Hi, Carol. Hello, everybody. How is your weekend starting? Hi, Valerie. It feels so beautiful here. It felt like fall this morning. Like I could have a pumpkin spice latte, and it's gorgeous. Hello, hello. So today for the card, I know yesterday I was like, I don't know if I want to do Halloween or teacup, but I've had a teacup card. Like I wanted to do a teacup card for a while because I feel like you can use it for several different things. Like a teacup card could be a get well card, a happy birthday card, a Mother's Day card, just a you're my cup of tea like friend card. Thank you, Esther. Hello, hello. For a second I was worried it wasn't streaming. I'm like, oh no. I hope everybody can hear me okay. Turn up my volume a little bit. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. First, we're gonna go ahead and go over to Design Space. That's so funny. It's a picture of me fixing lipstick. I don't know where that came from, but that's so funny. Okay. It's a little behind the scenes there. Oh, how funny is that? Sorry, we always gotta go back and go back again. There we go. Now we can go ahead and go into Design Space. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the camera on that. It might be, I might have a fingerprint on I was a little fuzzy there. I probably got a fingerprint on my camera up there. Hi, Gail in Maryland. We have another Gail M that's usually in here, and she's in Texas. We have another Gail M. That's awesome. Welcome. Okay, so look at the cute little puppy and the butterflies. So cute. Let's gonna go ahead and we are going to start. We're just gonna go to our canvas here, and then when we're on our canvas, okay, good. Let's go over to images. And I'm gonna go ahead, I wanna do a scalloped edge card. So I'm just gonna go ahead in images here and type in scalloped edge. And then I think scalloped edges just look good with like fancier cards, like teacups, you know. Fancy, it just gives a pretty look. So we can just go ahead and look through here and find, I mean, several of these look good so far. Oh, and that one has the little circles in it. That's a good possibility. And then when you're on this one in beta here, I love how you can pull it up and you can see the image right there when you add it. But you also have the ability to go to the old search. When you click advanced search, it'll take you to the old one where you see the whole page full of them. But that's a possibility. Ooh. This one too. Around the edge. That's a possibility. It's a really good way to get a card base here because all you'll have to do is add a score mark and then you'll have your flat card base. In Maryland. Ooh, that's really pretty. Not for, it won't fit what I want to do exactly, but I just really like that. Now you still can bookmark from the screen too. If you see when I hover over something, it will give you the ability to bookmark it right here. So you can still do that. Ooh, that's just a really pretty, hold on, I'm just gonna add that as a bookmark. Oddly, it did not ask me if I wanted to add it to a collection. Let me go ahead and show you guys so you can see big screen too. Say we wanted to look at the previous way of looking at images, just hit advanced search. And then it takes us right to this screen here. You may notice though, something with this I want to point out, because hopefully it gets added to this because I use the feature a lot, is previously we would have the 3 dots right here, and you could hit the 3 dots and then you could view similar images. In this version, we do not have that. Hi Mitzi, welcome! And I think I have 2 good possibilities. So let's go back and we can just click on images and go back to our canvas. Okay, so what are we thinking for a card base, guys? Do we like 1 or 2? What I'm gonna do is put a score line and just cut this puppy in half. So do we like, the black one here is number 1 and this one here is number 2. I wonder, ooh, that could be neat too. I don't know, both would work well. Let's go ahead and change this color. I don't know what color I'm gonna use yet. I know, undecided, right, Gloria? There's even more options that work too. Let's go ahead and rotate it here. Rotate. Number 1. All right, Kimberly said number 1. Oh. Good to know that. Okay, so number 1. So we'll go ahead and let's just go ahead and hide this for now. We're going to use this as our card base, and then I want to make this a 5x7 card, so I'm going to adjust the size here to 10 wide, and we're going to go 7 high. Oh, which is going to change all of the shape there. All right. Which, kind of looks better when it's, maybe if we take it this way. Okay, it looks better that way, so I'm going to go ahead and switch it this way. The height is a little bit too big. Probably gonna make it look the same when I do this, but okay. That looks better that way. So we'll go ahead and leave this here as the base. Now we just need to add a score line. So we'll go ahead and go over to shapes. Grab our score line. And then we know the height of our card here is 10 inches, so we can go ahead and make this the same. That can't be. I was gonna say, that can't be right. That's gotta be 7. It's because I flipped the card. What happened is I rotated the card. So even though technically it looked like it was 10, it's 7 is gonna be the correct. Because whatever the image was will stay that like height and width, but then when you rotate it, it doesn't change, if that makes sense. Hope while I'm saying that makes sense. Because here it's saying the height is 7, which that is correct. And we want to put this right in the middle of the card. So for that, we don't have to worry about placing it exactly. Just go ahead, grab your mouse, pull it over both, and then align in the center. And then we have a score line, which is interesting that score line is not exactly in the middle of the circle, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and attach the score line for now. You may have to detach it later, but that way we have it set. Oh yeah, you could weld two together. Absolutely. For the size. That's what I was going to do if I didn't get it to look right by adjusting it this way. I was just going to take the two pieces and then weld them. All right, so let's go look for a teapot now. Go over to images. And go for teapot. Oh my goodness, there'll be so many teapots. Has anybody watched the show Bridgerton? I know, like, I think that got me into the tea thing. The whole, like, fancy Bridgerton royal thing. Now, we can choose a plain one, a cut one, or we're going to look more here and see if we can find a print and cut. Let's go ahead and go to the advanced search just so we can see more on the screen at one time. If you're like me where you like to have like lots of choices at one time, I like the advanced search because you can just see them. See them all here. All right. Well, that's very pretty. It's a possibility. I always like possibility, so I add more than I need. I know my daughter watched all the Bridgertons and she wants me to watch them. I did watch the first episode. It looks really good. She'll be like, Mom, I want you to watch this with me. And then she'll watch the whole series. And I'm like, well, I don't do that. That's a very fancy teapot. That's what it's called, a fancy teapot. So many teapots. I don't know. It's a print and cut kind of fancy one. It looks so much like a teacup though with a spout. With a little heart. Now let's see. There's some really good just silhouette ones at the top I can use, but I'm really looking to see if there's any fun print and cut. That's really pretty too. All right, let's go to filter and go to print and cut. This blue and white, like the French country stuff, is super in right now. Reminds me of our kitchen in the 90s my mom had. It was all that blue and the white, but with the little geese. You can't forget the little geese. I don't know. Oh, these are some cute teacups though. We're gonna look for teacups too. So as I see some, I'm just gonna go ahead and add some to the canvas. It's a pretty fancy one. It's almost like a magical genie lamp there. Decisions are so hard. All right, let's just go to a silhouette one and then we can add to it what we want. Now let's go. So many. I like this one. Try and decide for the shape if I want it taller or rounder. Now these look pretty similar. I do like the fanciness of it. Decisions are the worst. Okay, I'm gonna add this teapot and then we're just gonna go ahead and add a regular teapot, a shorter teapot too. This is... Whoa, didn't mean to do that. Okay. Teapot number 1. Teapot number 2. These are some big teacups. It's like the size of coffee Ducky needs to drink. I know, Gloria, decisions are the worst. I literally, if I do this by myself, you have no idea how long I'll look through that. Like, I just have to go, okay, pick one. But, like, I really want to go all the way through and look at all of them. This is so darn pretty, though. It is always so hard. Because what I could do with this one, it's very pretty. I don't love the stars within it. But you could duplicate this one and just go ahead and contour it and then click hide all contours, and then you have your back piece that you can put behind it like that. Then I would want to slice that up some way. Let's go with a regular one for now, and we're going to go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and group this together and hide it. Oops, I didn't group it. I love this one because it looks fancy. It just looks fancier. This almost looks like one of those neti pots that you clean your like sinuses out with. To me. All right, so let's grab a teapot here. And then my thought was to have a teapot tilted. What's this teapot? This is why there's many options, because sometimes the one you want just doesn't work. I was trying to fit this handle here in between the dots. All right, my thought was to have a teacup pouring out into, oh, strike that, reverse it, a teapot pouring out into some teacups. So let's just grab one here. But I wanted to do a stack of teacups, which we can look up. We're going to look to see if we find a stack of teacups, or you could create your own stack just by layering them. And we could flatten them together if we wanted to do print then cut. Then you would move this one to the front. But as you can see, you can go ahead and create your own stacked cups there. Cute. But what do we want to... Now we need to decorate this teapot with something. We can do some flowers. Like, let's look up... Maybe we'll stick with the floral thing and do... like a rose. I really like these teacups with the roses, so let's see if we can kind of make a matching teapot. I'm going to actually, let me go to filters here. I'm going to filter print then cut also. There we go. And then try to get something that matches these teacups here. Possibly. Let's go to the advanced search here. I know, Sue. I was thinking either pouring flowers. When I first thought of it, I thought hearts, but then I started doing this whole floral thing, and I was like, oh, it could be pouring flowers. So definitely, flowers or hearts is the goal here, to have it pouring out into the cup. Okay, let me take this one here. Okay, so now if you've seen what I just did, when you click on the image, when it's how it was originally, where they were just over here on the left, you didn't get this possibility. But when you go to advanced search, let me show you again. Now when you're on this page, if you click it, it not only gives you like an image preview showing you on different items, but here is where you would hit the 3 dots and see more like this. It's going to show you right here below the image But to get that, you just have to do it from the advanced search. There's so many pretty ones. Let's add that one. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Then we'll go back to the canvas here. With the flowers. All right, let's pull this one off of here. It'd be really cool in print and cut images if you could just change colors of certain things. That would be awesome. The ice cream truck is out again. So funny, the other day the ice cream truck was here and my daughter was here and my husband's like, hey, go get the ice cream truck and get me a Choco Taco. And we had to break his heart and tell him that they discontinued Choco Tacos. They do not make them anymore. Oh no, I didn't say it, Sue. That was just what you didn't miss anything. It's just what I had planned. And as we know, I may change because I might be like, oh, I didn't find the image I love the most, so I may change that before I make this on Tuesday. But for now, this one just matches so good. I just wish there was another flower in it. Okay, for now we'll go ahead and stick with that one. And I don't know, what color do we want to make our teapot here? Like a light, I think a light pink color. But not that. Just a little bit more pink to it. Let's see, slide it. There we go. We got a little pink there. Actually, with the other colors of the cups, that's not the right color. Such a tough decision. What color do you think I should go for here, guys, for this teapot? We got these blues, the greens, which we may keep these stepped and we may change. So that could change everything. Definitely not that color. Oh, no problem, Margot. I know. Hi. Hi, Lori. Welcome. Tea is becoming very, very popular right now, too. Like, it's going through its... A lot of people... I like coffee. Coffee does not like me. Coffee hurts my stomach. So I don't drink a lot of it. I'll get, like, iced coffee, and I can drink on the same one for 3 days. We'll go ahead and mess with that color when we get our cups adjusted and make sure. So we can go ahead and do what I was doing here by creating my own stack of cups. And let's look for one more of those. Teacup, and then I'm going to filter to the print and cut again. Let me go to advanced search. That way I can go ahead and find more just like this. Let's click on that. Have you ever had chai, Margot? I love chai. Now, chai is a tea. It's not coffee. But, like, when I go to Starbucks, that's what I get is chai latte. Which ones did I have added? Now I'm like, I don't remember which ones I had added. Let's add that one and this one. That one is just like that one, but I could space them out and put the blue one in the middle. Decisions. Let's see. Those two are so close. Definitely need to change the color of the teapot, but just so we can see how to create it here, go ahead and bring this. So each teacup on the stack, you're going to want to bring the next one to the front. That way it looks like it's stacked inside of it. That one leans that way, this one. I always think of Alice in Wonderland with the stacked teacups like this. And then this one we'll bring to the front and rotate it, goes this way. Okay, so that's one possibility for teacups. And then if we wanted to just make them all one as we cut it, we can just go ahead and select each one. And then hit flatten. And it will now cut this as the group, the stacked teacups. But let's go ahead and look and just look for stacked teacups. So if we type in here teacups. Thanks, Sue. I didn't even know Costco carries it. I did not know that. I will have to look for that in the wintertime. Oh, they have the stacked teacups like here. Oh, that's kind of cute with the flowers too. Hold on, let's grab the flower one. Let's grab this one here. All right, there is a stack there. Now this stack is all cut, so you can go ahead within here. See how it shows the group here? You can go ahead and drop these down and it gives you each piece. And then here you can go ahead and customize. So you can customize each color. Oh, put that back where it came from. There you go. And you can customize it. So that is a possibility. This is really pretty too with these flowers coming out. Because I love the idea of it pouring flowers, and we could have the little stacked teacups with flowers. You could also always just take stacked images like this and then find the flowers and put the flowers there to have them coming out. Which we could take this stack if we wanted to, customize colors, which you can customize the colors on this also, but we could have flowers coming out. What do we think? Okay, I wish I could put the poll up. How do I start a poll? Okay, we are going to go teacups. Add option. So we'll say number 1, 2. It won't let me add another option. Okay, it won't let me add another option. Oh, it will. Okay. So I'm starting a poll for which teacup to use. Don't worry about the yes. The yes one doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to say these are number 1. These are number 2. And these are number 3. So, do we like the print and cut floral ones? Do we like this stack, which we could put flowers coming out if we want? Or we could have it pouring hearts into it. Some love. Or number 3. Blackberry, hibiscus, raspberry, cold brew. Oh my gosh, Mitzi. That sounds amazing. My daughter loves the cold brew. Yeah, the ones with flowers do look vintage. Okay. 3 is our... It looks like 3 is going to be the winner. All right, let's go ahead and hide these. Yeah, I love that it's the flowers. So cute. Okay, and then next let's have this pour something. Which actually these colors kind of go too. The yellow with the... These are all like in the same color family here. And I could put this one. I'll play around with this. But I really like this one, but I just need another flower with it, I feel like. With the print and cut too, you can play around with them because I could just flatten them if I get a design I like. Which that's not bad. Maybe something like that. Okay, I just put 2 pieces of print and cut there together, so I'm just gonna grab both of those and then go ahead and flatten. So they'll flatten as one print and cut. Save. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you. Go ahead and save this. Teacup pour card. Which we said we could do for all sorts of things. One thing I love about your Cricut Access is you can create as many collections as you want. Which you can see, we have a lot of collections. We break this down into lots of things. It just makes it so much easier when you're looking for something, when you have it in its... I have no idea why there's 2 Holly's designs. But you could use this for Mother's Day, Get Well, birthday. I think I marked all those, didn't I? So go ahead and save. Okay, and then now let's look for some flowers pouring out of here. Let's see if... flowing flowers? I don't know if that's a thing, but that's... flowing flowers. I'm gonna add this to the canvas just because it looks a lot kind of like those flowers, possibly put on the teapot. We'll save that for later. Oh, we're waiting. We're waiting. Okay, I'm kind of frozen right here, but that wasn't giving me exactly what I was looking for anyway. So I'm just gonna choose flowers. I'm trying to think of something. Flowing flowers, like poured flowers, that probably would not pull up anything, but I'm just gonna check because you never know. Not poured, like it has pores. So it's kind of giving us like something like that where the flowers come down like that is what I'm looking for. Or like this one here even. Let's click on that advanced search though, so I can get similar images. If I click that one, there's some pouring flowers. Different petals too. We got the daisies, we got the, I like this one though. Definitely like that one. Possibly that one too. We will add that one. Let's go ahead and see if we can get these to work, which we can contour these too, so if we don't need all the pieces. All right, let's go ahead and play with this. Let's flip this horizontal. Because you can't have it pouring the flowers into there. I feel like I keep clearing my throat. Sorry, guys. Something tickling the back of my throat. Which, as we see, this one's too big here, but we can go ahead and contour. So we'll just take this image, click contour, and then we wouldn't want the big one here, so we can just click these off. Probably these little circles here. See what that looks like. There's one possibility. Then you can unlock it to rescale it. So unlock it up here and then you can go ahead and stretch it and That's a possibility. Let's look at this one. Trying to think which way here. I know flowing hearts would be easy to find, but I love since it has flowers that it's pouring out flowers. Or do you want it pouring out hearts? It could do that also. Let's go ahead and play with the contour on this so we can just get rid of the ones we know we don't need, which are all of these here. So just click on those. Just make it a color where it looks like flowers. First one. Okay, so there's a possibility there of it doing flowers, and then if you wanted to add more flowers, and two, you could also duplicate and then just contour. So we wanted another one of these here, we could hit hide all contours, and then it's gonna always leave the top one. I'm pointing with my finger to you guys. It's always gonna leave the top one because it has to show one shown, but let's say I just wanted another one of these, I can click that. And then I can go ahead and unclick this one. But it always has to have one shown. And then you could add in another little flower where you want. And you can change the size and however. Now, as you can see, it's really small here, so it's not giving me my thing to resize it. I can go up here and change the size, or you just have to zoom in more. And then once you zoom in enough, as you can see now, you have the ability to go ahead and grab that and play with it again. But I want to contour though, because I do not need that circle right there. And then a bunch of little circles. Oh, a bunch of little. Wow, that's so little. Can we talk about the size of the size of this? 0.15 inch by 0.15. I mean, we're talking, that is tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Oh my goodness. How little is that? What do you guys think? Is it gonna cut 0.15 inch? That is 1/10 of an inch. Oh no, Dawn, you went down a rabbit hole. Tim Holt has some awesome stuff. It's easy to go down a rabbit hole, I feel like. That is so little though, 0.15 of an inch? That's what I'm wondering, Margot. It's so little, I don't know. I would have to test that. I'm live. Hi, bud. My son just walked in. Hi, Tammy. Glad you're here. Okay, let's go one more time. What's the other one? Spilling flowers. Let's see if we find something with that. Oh, that's fun. That one's good. Is Connor home? Oh, you're so happy. Let's look at this one here. Is that the one I used there? I think that is the one I used. This one's similar. Then let's go back. I really want to see what this one looks like too. With the different flowers, I feel like that could be pretty because it's flowing with a couple different flowers. Something like this even, where it's like sprinkling them in. Can you see the flowers that are in the teacups? Yeah, those are not exactly, well, I know they have those flowers within Design Space. You just have to find them like individually, then go ahead and piece them together to pour in. Did I add this one? I can't remember. All right, so now let's go ahead and go back to the canvas, and we have some different possibilities here too. But you can just do a bunch of, that might be really cool. I want to look at that one. Let me zoom out here. Go ahead and click off images, and then you get your full screen too. Let's move this one down here. Let's flip this one horizontal. Okay, for now we're just gonna move that out of the way. Could pour one like that. Or we could just do little random flowers. They look like little eggs to me. I mean, they're flowers, but the white and the yellow make me think of eggs. Or it could just pour down. Now those pieces in that have to be teeny, teeny, teeny tiny. Like, let's go ahead and look in this group here. I just think that's going to be too little for the Cricut to cut, because those are so small. Hi, Julia. Glad you made it. We are just... Ooh, rolled flowers. Rolled flowers would be really pretty, Dawn. And that's funny you say that, because that was one of my thoughts too, is to do something with a bunch of rolled flowers or the quill. Yeah, these are just so little. I don't think those are going to work. The Cricut can cut very small, but that is very, very, very small. And this one, what if we hid the yellow one? And then you're left with this. And it can pour into there. What are we thinking? Do we like this one or the daisies? You know what you could too, as I'm thinking, which we're already at 45 minutes in, so I'll play with this some, but you could also add some little hearts to this, so it's pouring like flowers and love into the cups, which I think would look cute. So let's just go to a shape real quick and just grab a regular heart. What is the smallest, does anybody know the smallest piece they've ever cut with their Cricut? You could add some hearts to it here. And you could switch up the colors too, but just for now. I know, it is amazing, Margot, how little it can cut. Sometimes I've made a mistake and I was like, oh, I didn't realize that was so small. And I'm like, holy cow, it cut it. Like, I can barely see it with my eyes, but it did it. Okay, maybe something like that. Go ahead and hide that. click my shapes off of there so we have that on a screen. Okay, so for now we're gonna go ahead and leave that like that, but then we wanna add something here for sentiment. So let's look at, let's go to shapes. Maybe something like this. Or like this. I like this with the edges. It's just a fancy edge, I feel like. And then this is gonna go here. So we're gonna go ahead and unlock so we can rescale it. And these I usually like to do more than one layer because I just think it looks nice when it gives the more depth and you can layer them. So I'm just gonna take this one and then I'm gonna go ahead and click offset. But I don't want it bigger, I want it inset. So I'm gonna drag it to the left of the line here. And I do want my edges, oh, where'd it go? Oh, it's there, I just can't see it. And you can see the difference between the rounded corner and the sharp edges. Maybe. It's so funny, I'm still have my computer lifted up, so I'm lifted my arms up for everything, and I'm like, why did you not bring the computer down, Holly? Are you leaving, Con?
Not yet.
Okay. Let's go ahead and hit apply there. There we go, that way we have two different layers of that. This is live. Dawn, we are live. I think. Let me know if we're not, but I think we're live. We should be live. And then, what are we thinking should we put on this? Now, like I said, we could make this a birthday card, Mother's Day card, a friend card. Like you could put to a terrific friend, or get well soon, or, you know, you're my cup of tea. There's so many tea ones you could put with it. But let's say this is a get well card. So let's go ahead and go to images and let's type in get well. Get well soon. That could be pretty. That could be pretty. All right. We got two options. Let's look at these before I look for more. Meow. That's really pretty. I don't know how well this fits in this shape. I just think it's pretty. But I like, because I like the writing. But this one's like it, but I think this one's going to fit this better. So let's go ahead and pull this one over. That's neat. I like that. I like that. And it incorporates the flowers into it too. Thanks, Grandma Duval. Glad to see you here. Okay, let's go ahead and go with this one. So I'm going to choose this one, but I want to center it. And then I'm going to choose that offset piece. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit align and then center. And then right there, we still have both selected. So I can now go ahead and attach it also. Why? But let's go ahead and look at our, we can decide what colors and everything we want there. We have it set to cut right here, so let's go ahead and change it from cut to pen. And then this is going to be small, so we're definitely going to want to use our extra fine point here. That's going to be your thinnest point. So we'll choose that, and then let's go ahead with black, because that's what the extra fine comes in. You could do it possibly with fine, but extra fine would definitely be good. If you switch it to fine, you're going to have a lot more color choices here. But I just think the extra fine is going to work the best here. So we'll just go with black. All right, so we have that. And I don't know that the base is gray. I just chose that to begin with. What are we thinking for a base color here? Yeah, we do different fold cards too. There's like the Z fold cards, the easel fold cards. We've done the box cards, which actually there's one of those I'm gonna do too with things sticking out of it. Oh, that's why. I was wondering what was going on with that. I was like, I know that's not the case. Thanks, Jamie. Let me know. I didn't even realize it. There's more extra fine point because I was like, why is there only 3? Thought I was crazy, but I have Joy Extra chosen as my machine. So that is why, because with the Joy Extra, there's not as many possibilities. But first, let me go ahead and hit save. Change from Joy Extra, and I've been using the Venture so much. I just love the Venture, so we're gonna go Venture on this. And then we can go ahead and go to that text again and then look at the pen sizes. Now on Extra Fine, look at all the different ones. There we go. Now there's a lot of options for the Extra Fine. I wonder what mint would look like. No, mint's not gonna show up good enough. We'll just keep it on black for now. And all right, so we have that there. Outline. That's attached. I do want to make sure. Hello. And this line here we have as a as you see, the line in the middle we had as a cut. That's just going to cut the card in half. So we do not want that to happen. So here we're just going to click on basic cut and then click on score. Now it's going to actually, the dash line shows you that it's a score mark. So we don't cut the card in half. And then for the inside, which actually we would flip this. Let me go ahead and I'll move this out of the way because I want to move this to the other side so we can write on the inside of the card. I'm just going to go ahead and group all of this. Bring this back up. Let's click this off so we have more room here. And that way I can put this over here. That way I can have it right on the inside of the card, which is technically going to be this part over here. And save. Now when I was on Joy Extra, I couldn't, what'd you buy? What is that? It's, okay. My son and his purchases. Anyway. When I had it set to Joy Extra, I couldn't make that score line because the Joy Extra does not score. You can kind of trick it into scoring by using the foiling, but that's why it was set to cut. But with the Venture, you are able to score. So what should we put on the inside? Get well. What is a good inside, like, get well message you're thinking? Hope you start feeling terrific. Let's see if there's anything that says terrific. You're terrific. Thanks for being so terrific. T-Rex. That's cute. It's a little T-Rex with T. That's so funny. Just got an advanced search. I know sometimes chat's really busy and sometimes people are just listening, or I think we're all multitaskers. Oh, that's a nice teapot too. That's a good teapot. Not quite seeing anything, so let's just go ahead and go to text and we can create our own. Oh. Let's go ahead and change this to draw, and then we can go ahead and choose what font we want over here. Love that you can move this wherever you need to. It's like, I know I'm gonna go in with some Alyssa style script, stencil script. It's just so good. And I can go ahead here and let's choose writing font. Oh yeah, phrases. I could have went to phrases. Good point. Good point, Sue. That one's not bad. Which one was this? Banana pumpkin. Hope you feel. I like to do different fonts with it too, not all the same. So I'm trying to figure out how many words. So I think I'm gonna do hope you feel all one font. Or hope you start to feel, hope you feel. And I almost always play with my line spacing because there's always, to me, more of a gap than I need. So you can go ahead up here to line space, go ahead and hit the arrow, and it will just pull it closer. Which we got these two kind of like long letters next to each other, so there's gotta be, can't get them super close. Oh. And then we'll hit text again, and this is where we're gonna do the terrific. Which I want the terrific in a different font here, which actually, you can play with fonts, or you can go in images and just look for one that has terrific. Chalkboard. That one's kind of cute. Thanks, Sue. I try to explain as I go. It's real easy to not to because you just like click and click and click. So I try to remember to be like, oh, to explain as I go. Sometimes I forget, but that is the goal. Hope you feel terrific, and then soon. We're getting close to an hour. I will play with some more of these fonts. These are okay. I just, you know me, I need to see more possibilities. Should we do a little teacup on the inside too? Which font? I left that cornbread snacks. This one was banana pumpkin. So I'm going to change this to the banana pumpkin. And what are we thinking for the outside color of the card? I just made it gray just because it was a light color to see stuff on. But what are we thinking as the base? You feel terrific soon. And then these pens. I did all these. Yeah, oh, there we go, Diane. That's a good one. Teacup with the tea bag. I like that. Okay, let's go to images. Teacup with the tea bag. Let's go ahead and go to the advanced search. Mint. Ooh, that'd be pretty. Ooh, I do have a perfect mint too. That's in the new cardstock, the pastels one. Would work perfect. I want to see if there's more like this. Wait, I don't think that's the one I clicked on, is it? Did I? Thought I clicked on that. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's cute. That matches the ones I was doing too. Oh, this came from the Cottagecore birthday printables. They got some cute stuff. Okay, let's go back. Hi, Mindy, how are you? It's okay, I've just been selecting things for a long time. So many options. I want something that kind of goes with the other teacup somewhat. Shape-wise, at least. I would love shape-wise, too. That's a cute teacup, too. Oh, look at all these pretty ones. Now we could just add a tea bag, which is really just kind of all you need is a line and a tag. What do we think? Ooh. Do they have like a farmer's, not like a, well, yeah, is it like a farmer's market going on, Gloria? Thanks, Mindy. Thanks, Gloria. I was going to say thanks, Gloria, and talking to Mindy too. Look at the little mushroom in the tea. Autumn soup. That's so funny. Let's look at this one. See if there's any more like this. For now, I'll keep looking for this, but I don't want to keep you guys too long. So I'm just going to add this one to the canvas. And then go back to the canvas here. And then something like this. We can cut out and put on the inside. All right. So we have that. We have not attached the words, right? Let's go ahead and attach all of our words here. So go ahead and you can, is it not? It's not working. It's not working. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I've selected all my words there. I just hit shift and then went down, selected all of them, and then I'm going to choose the background here and go ahead and hit attach. That way, as you can see, it is going to cut this card, it's going to score it here, and then it's going to write on it also. Now we can go ahead and send it to the back, and then that brings that up. Now let's change the color of the card. Which is here. And if you can't find where it is, once you attach or group, it does shrink it down over here. So as you see, when I click on this, it's pulling up, well, this is how it'll look. So when I click on this, it pulls up the attach. Just hit the arrow and it'll show you everything that is within that and attached. So here I can go to the background color and then go ahead and select what color I want to make it. Mint's pretty, but it takes out this color card, but we could change that color of card. Maybe like that. Yeah, save. Oh, did you see the update now to auto mirror, which I know is great because I've seen so many machines where people have little notes on it like, did you mirror? Don't forget to mirror. Now, when you go to make it and you choose iron-on or infusible ink, it's going to automatically auto mirror your images so you don't have to worry about forgetting to mirror. Yeah, that's a pretty color. Reminds me of my room before I was a teenager, like 4th grade, 5th grade. My room was this color and then the peach color. I know that was like a color combo back then, the peach and the what did we call it? I think we called it seafoam green. Thanks, Diane. Okay, so that looks good there. I'm going to play around, obviously. I'm going to play around more with it because I always do that before I make it. Like this color, the black here, I'm not going to keep that black, I don't think. I'm going to play with that. Possibly a different teacup, although I'm kind of loving this teacup because it goes with the background, so it's there, but I'm actually loving that with the color of the teacup, or the color of the card. Yeah, seafoam green. Do we use that name anymore? Like, I feel like now they call that mint or something, right? Does that change? It is Virginia. Auto mirror is a game changer. I love that because it's so, I've done it. I know I've done it. I know most people have where you're like, oh no, that was iron-on. I didn't mirror it. Especially if I'm recutting something. Like sometimes it's perfect, but then if I have to recut a piece and then I'm like, oh. And then I go back and the second time I forgot to mirror it. That is true, Mindy. Seafoam is not technically green. Well, I don't know how they got that. Some weird water if it's green. Kind of like Lake Michigan the other day. It looked weird. But anywho, so on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'll go ahead and put this card together. So you can join me then and see what all different things I come up with. And then I feel like it could add some bling too. Somehow, maybe some pearls, maybe a design. Little pearls going across like the lid or something. I don't know. I just got to add a little bling to it somewhere. But I think pearls, because pearls and teacups, it just seems fancy and they go together, right? Thanks, Deborah. All right, guys. So I will see you Tuesday at 8 p.m. And you guys have a good weekend. Hopefully the weather's fabulous. It's absolutely gorgeous here. No air conditioning like all week, and that makes me really happy. Yeah, everybody have a good day, and we will see you on Tuesday. Bye, guys. Happy crafting. Oh, and don't forget, if you haven't entered the, if you have not entered the giveaway, the links are in the description below, too. You still have till the 24th for that. But we will see you next time, guys. Toodles.